contractor earning $200,000 a year takes home less than a W-2 employee making $160,000, and I've watched it destroy career decisions. I'm Patrick Vance, and in my 12 years coaching executives through six-figure career pivots, this is the single most common blindside I see talent professionals walk into. They see the contract number, their eyes light up. They imagine that extra $40,000, and then reality hits around month 3 when their CPA sends them a bill that makes them reconsider everything. Today, I'm going to walk you through the actual math, with real numbers, not generic assumptions, so you never make this mistake. Asterisk the setup. The numbers that look good asterisk. Let's say you're a software engineer or product manager. You're currently a W-2 employee earning $160,000 base salary plus benefits. It's stable, it's good, but then a contract recruiter calls. They're offering $200,000 a year. That's a 25% raise. On the surface, that sounds like a no-brainer. But here's what I want you to understand before we go any further. That $200,000 contract number is not the same as $200,000 in your pocket. And the gap between perception and reality is where careers get derailed. I worked with a client last year, I'll call him Marcus, who is a senior data scientist at a mid-sized fintech company. Base $165,000, decent health insurance, 401k match, the whole package. Contract firm offered him $210,000 for 12-month engagement doing essentially the same work remotely. Marcus ran the numbers quickly in his head, did the math wrong and said yes. By month 4 he was calling me in a panic. We'll come back to his story. Asterisk the TAX reality that nobody explains. Asterisk here's where most people get it completely wrong. When you're a contractor, a 1099 or S Corp, you're responsible for both the employer and employee portion of payroll taxes. That's Social Security and Medicare combined. That's 3%. When you're a W-2 employee, your employer pays half, you pay half, the burden is split. But as a contractor, you're paying both sides. On $200,000 in revenue, that's $30,600 in self-employment tax alone. That's money that doesn't exist in your take-home. Now let's add federal income tax. Using 2024 IRS brackets, a single filer earning $200,000 in net self-employment income sits in the 32% federal tax bracket, not marginal effective. That's another $64,000 roughly in federal taxes, depending on your state. So far from that $200,000, we've already removed $94,600. We're down to $105,400, and we haven't even talked about healthcare. Asterisk the healthcare trap, where $12,000 to $18,000 disappears. Asterisk this is the hidden cost that destroys the contract narrative. As a W-2 employee, your company pays a portion of your health insurance. On average, employers cover about 73% of individual health insurance premiums, per 2024 Bureau of Labor Statistics data. For family plan, they're covering roughly 68% of the cost. When you're a contractor, you're buying your own insurance on the ACA marketplace, or you're going without, which is a different kind of gamble I won't recommend. Individual ACA plans in major metros run anywhere from $400 to $700 per month. Family plans, $1,200 to $1,800. Annually, you're looking at $6,000 to $18,000 in premiums, depending on family size and location. W-2 employer, they were already paying that. It was invisible to you, but it was real compensation. When I reviewed Marcus's situation in detail, he was a married guy with 2 kids. His previous employer covered about $14,400 annually in family health insurance premiums that was employer paid. On the contract side, he needed to cover the full cost himself in the ACA, $16,800 per year for equivalent coverage. That's a net swing of about $16,800 in actual out-of-pocket cost. Asterisk the 401k and benefits delta. Asterisk, let's not forget the rest of the package. Your W-2 job probably includes a 401k match. Standard is 3% to 5%. On $160,000, that's $4,800 to $8,000 per year in free money. That's just gone when you contract. It also includes paid time off. Let's say you get 20 days a year. That's roughly 7% of your annual salary. When you're a contractor, you don't work. You don't get paid, 0 paid days off. On a $200,000 contract rate, 20 days of unpaid time off represents roughly $15,384 in lost income, assuming 250 working days. It also includes disability insurance, life insurance, and other group benefits that cost money when you have to source them independently. Asterisk Marcus's real numbers. The full picture. Asterisk let me walk you through what actually happened with Marcus, because this is where theory meets reality. His W-2 package base salary, $165,000 employer health insurance, family, $14,400 year minus 401k match, 4%, $6,600 paid time off value, 20 days, $12,615 other benefits, disability, life, dental, $2,000 asterisk total compensation value, $200, 615 ** his contract offer. $210,000, but here's his actual contract math. Contract revenue, $210,000, self-employment tax 3%, $32. 130 federal income tax estimated. $44,000 state income tax his state. $8,400 out-of-pocket health insurance family. $16,800 lost 401k match. $6,600 lost paid time off value. $12,615 additional accounting/tax prep costs. $2,500 business expense buffer, internet, software, etc. $2,000 ** actual take-home after taxes and benefits. $84,955 * he'd actually lose money compared to his W2 role. And that's before considering that $210,000 contract is typically 12 months. When it ends, and in my experience, it usually does between 12-18 months, there's a gap. You're not earning. You're spending time looking for the next role. That gap costs, on average, 4-6 weeks of income per contract cycle. **, the math you need to know **, here's the formula I use with every client considering this shift. Match your W2 take-home as a contractor. Multiply your W2 salary by 1. 4 to 1, 6 depending on your state and family situation. In low-tax states with good ACA options, it's closer to 1, 4. In high-tax states with expensive healthcare, it's 1, 6 or higher. So if you're making $160,000 as a W2, you need a contract rate of roughly $224,000 to $256,000 to actually come out ahead. Not even ahead, just break even on true take-home value. Marcus needed $231,000 minimum. He was offered $210,000. That's not a raise, that's a pay cut. **, when contracting actually makes sense. ** now, I'm not saying never contract. I've seen it work beautifully, but it only works when 1. The rate is 4x to 1, 6x your W2 equivalent minimum. If someone's offering less, the math is broken. 2. You have financial runway, 6 months of expenses in the bank minimum. Contracts end, gaps happen. 3. You factor in the volatility. The Bureau of Labor Statistics projects that contract in temporary positions will grow at 7% annually through 2032, faster than traditional employment, but volatility is the trade-off for growth. 4. You actually want the flexibility. If you're contracting just for money, you'll resent the lack of stability. If you're contracting because you want to control your schedule or build a portfolio, that's different. 5. You have the discipline to set aside taxes as you earn them. Most contractors I've worked with underestimate quarterly tax obligations and end up surprised in April. **, the big picture. **, in my experience coaching executives through six-figure pivots. The contractors who are genuinely happier and wealthier are the ones who negotiated rates 40-50% above their W2 base and treated the contract work as a means to build something larger, a consulting practice, a product, a network that leads to equity upside. They didn't just chase a bigger number, they chased a different structure that made sense for their life stage. Marcus ultimately stayed in his W2 role, negotiated it to $185,000 and got his manager to approve a 3-week sabbatical in year 2. Better outcome than the contract trap. **, your next move. **, if you're sitting on a contract offer right now, open a spreadsheet.